Hey everyone, how's it going? It's a new year, which means it's time for a new Nerd Room slash Nerd Cave tour. Now, I do one of these at the beginning of every year, and I always have a lot of fun doing it, just kind of showing you what's going on in the room here. So, we're not going to waste any more time talking about it. We're going to get right into the 2021 Nerd Room tour. So, let's go ahead and get it started. I hope you guys enjoy it because I'm going to enjoy bringing it to you. Alright, everyone, let's walk in and get this started. Hi, Bella. Hey, baby Bella. So we have Bella there. So just a quick look around. And we got glare on the pictures again for like the third year in a row. So, we'll start behind the door, like we do every year. Dinner tray. That's it. TV dinner tray. This actually comes in handy when I'm live streaming from my PlayStation. I can set my microphone up here. It's awesome. Are you leaving, Bella? Maybe. Alright, up here. There we go. This is a picture of one of my cats, Kitty. She passed away in December of 2019, so she was always my favorite, so I thought it'd be nice to have a picture of her on the wall. There's a lot of glare, there's nothing I can do about that. On this first shelf here, this Blu-ray shelf, these are all my horror movies. All of my horror Blu-rays so far. As you know, if you've been looking at my channel a lot lately, I am a huge fan of horror movies. Do a horror show every weekend called Saturday Night Horror, where I cook, watch a horror movie, and tell you what I thought about it. So these are the, I should say, retail horror Blu-rays I have. And on top here we have this elephant statue. Actually my grandfather had this at his house when he passed away. I didn't want anyone else to have it, so I kind of took it for myself. This box here, this is actually, these are Kitty's ashes. We had her cremated and put her in a box. I didn't want to bury her in the ground and all that stuff. So she's in a nice little box with her picture hanging up. And this seal right here was Kitty's favorite toy. She would carry this thing everywhere. She would be meowing with it in her mouth. She would actually bring it to me and she'd drop it off like I was supposed to look after it for her. This is actually supposed to be a clock, this alien. The clock does not work, so I just hung it on the wall as kind of a statue decor item. The clock worked once, and it worked for 2 days. I've never been able to get it to come back on. This is the pride and joy of my limited statue collection. This is Carnage, my favorite supervillain of all time. And this statue was affordable. Probably could have done a better job dusting it off there. But yeah, I had to have it. Once I saw what the price was and it was affordable and reasonable, I had to have it. Yeah, definitely could have done a better job dusting him off. These are just low-dose aspirins. I have to take one of these every day the rest of my life to help keep my cancer from coming back. I actually put them out here in the open because, believe it or not, sometimes I would forget to take it. I wouldn't remember until that night. So I keep it right there so when I wake up in the morning, I see it, I know to take it. That's what happens when we get older, folks. And these were my horror Blu-rays. These are everything else, every other movie. With the exception of the Viper TV series right here. I had to have that one on display. Viper is awesome. But yeah, these are all the other retail Blu-rays I have that are not horror movies. This is a USB charging station. Unfortunately, for some reason, it only works when I put it right there. If I plug it in anywhere else, it will not work. It comes on, but nothing charges. I have no idea why. It is really, really weird. Alright, let's turn the light back on. Let's get some light in here. There we go. This is my green screen, the Elgato green screen. It is awesome, one of the best investments I've ever made. That is my tripod down there in that bag. We'll take a quick look in the closet. There's not much in here. Alright, the top section, I've got my cheeseburger bucket hat, Saturday Night Horror hat, my haircut kit for when I shave my hair, light for the green screen, the bag full of camera accessories, blank DVDs, and all these DVDs, with the exception of that tiny spool right there, are wrestling. Every episode of Raw from 93 on to, gosh, 2000 something. Every episode of WCW Saturday Night, every episode of WCW Nitro. I've got WCW Worldwide, New Japan, CMLL, all kinds of wrestling in there. I think there's some Ring of Honor, TNA, all kinds of wrestling. I'm not really as big a wrestling fan as I used to be anymore. The closet, not much here. I don't have much clothes at all. I mostly have shorts. I have one pair of jeans. This is the only pair of jeans I own. And I have some Dickies pants, one pair of sweatpants. And as far as shirts go, this is it. 2 hoodies, mostly t-shirts, a sweater, some button-ups. An old Julius Peppers Panthers jersey from when he was first drafted by Carolina. I'm not fixing to pull that out. But yeah, I don't own a lot of clothes. At the bottom is a really dusty scale. I don't even know if it still comes on. This is actually a poster print that my brother got me for Christmas. I need to buy a frame for it. Let me go ahead and pull that out right now. Alright, so here's that poster print, The Church of Horror. I've still got it in the plastic. I'm going to keep it in the plastic until I get a frame for it so I can hang it up. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. It's got all the horror icons up there. I thought that was pretty neat. Alright, back in the closet. In the corner we have the lights for my for when I use the green screen. That is an original Nintendo Power Pad in the box. I got it out of the box, but I can't get it back in all the way, so I'm not even going to bother taking it out. But the pad itself is in excellent condition. Have a Carolina Panthers duffel bag. I'm a huge Panther fan. Have my dumbbells. This box is all comic books. That container is all my TV series on DVD. And that is everything in the closet. Like I said, not a whole lot there. Alright, up next, we have our main dresser here. Not a whole lot going on. Now this is something new to the room. This is a Friday the 13th canvas print. Used to have a mirror here, but I saw this and I had to have it. I got an offer for a really cheap canvas print. Any picture you want, so I chose this. This is Jason from Part 8 coming out of Camp Crystal Lake. Unfortunately, the canvas turned out a lot darker than the original picture, but it's still awesome. And below that, we have the 30-inch Superman figure from the Man of Steel movie. This came out when the Man of Steel movie came out back in 2013, and we got a whole bunch of these in at work one night, so when I got off the next morning, I bought this one. So he's been here since 2013, going on 8 years now. Of course, I have my lamp. I actually, I wanted to get one of the Super Mario Brothers question block lamps, but I don't think it was bright enough to light up the room like this one does. And of course, this is my clock radio here. No big deal. Now, most room tours, people don't open the dresser drawers and show you what's inside, but I'm going to. So here we go. The first drawer, it is missing one of the knobs on it. It's been missing for years. Not a whole lot going on here. Got some bubble mailers, notebooks. One of my recipe notebooks is down there. Calculator, scissors, labels. COVID mask. This is my phone charger cable. I don't know if the camera's picking up how chewed up it is. Bella has chewed this thing to bits, but miraculously it still works. More charging cables from the camera. Not a whole lot going on in this drawer. Just batteries, my car keys, my Mario Brothers wallet. Alright, the second one, not too much going on there. Let's take a look. Alright, not a lot going on here. Q-tips, deodorant, the necessities. Shorts, more shorts, a bunch of socks, some beanies, and some gloves. I have a lot of socks because when I used to work in, I used to have these boots, which are right over there. They would rip my socks up every night. So I started wearing 2 socks on each foot, which meant I had to buy more pairs of socks. And so now I'm loaded with socks. So that's that story. And the last drawer down here is where the good stuff's at. So let's open that up. Alright, here's the good stuff. We have a bunch of old issues of Nintendo Power. This is what's left of the very first issue of Nintendo Power, believe it or not. We've got some older ones in there. This is half of my Nintendo Power collection. I have the other half in the bathroom so I can have something to read. I also have some video game manuals. I do not have any of these games. I don't know why I have the manuals, believe it or not. Stuff like this, like old players' guides. Got a photo album down there. Christmas with Southern Living cookbook from 1986, and I think 87, 88, and 89 as well. But yeah, that's that bottom shelf, so let's close that up and move on. Alright, here I have a pair of shoes and a pair of boots. That's the only footwear I own. Just that one pair of shoes, that one pair of boots. This is something I had last year. Got an Ottoman for storage purposes, and we'll open it up in a second. Plus, it makes it easier for the cats to get on the bed. They don't have to jump from the floor to the bed. They could just short jump on the Ottoman, climb on the bed. So let's open this up and take a look real quick. Alright, so here's what's in the Ottoman. Nothing too exciting. These are my, we'll call them bootleg movies. This one is filled with horror movies. That's every other movie. Animal encyclopedias. And this is mostly just a bunch of cords and plugs that I have no idea what they go to. I have a Jason mask. I want to hang it up, but I can't figure out a way to hang it up to where it actually looks right. So for now, it's staying in the Ottoman. So yeah, not a whole lot going on in the Ottoman down there. Alright, then we have the bed. It's a queen size bed because I'm a king size man, unfortunately. I got a memory foam mattress, and I hate to say it, but I will never get memory foam again. Now, it's super comfortable, just the foam does not last. I've had it for about 3 years, and I had to flip the mattress over because the foam was ripping apart. Up here, this is a poster that I've told the story about a million times. This is a Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan poster. Now, I had this blown up and put in a frame because Jason Takes Manhattan was the first horror movie I ever watched. And it's my favorite horror movie ever. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's my favorite. So I had to get the poster. And this is what I call just the wall, where I have different pieces of artwork hanging up. I'm going to try to not get such a glare on it. We have the many faces of Michael Myers, the many faces of Jason Voorhees, and I can't do anything about the glare, so I apologize. My favorite supervillain, Carnage. We have one of the campaigns from Left 4 Dead, which is an awesome, awesome game. We have my favorite Dragon Ball Z / Dragon Ball Super character, Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans. I guess technically he's the king now. And this is from, oh man, I want to say February '97. WCW Monday Nitro, where Sting kind of, as you can see, pointed his baseball bat at the Macho Man, and the Macho Man walked out with him. I want to say that was February '97. I could be mistaken. Let's turn off the light. Maybe that'll help with the... Yeah, that helps with the glare a little bit. We have a scene from Jurassic World 2. The T-Rex with the volcano exploding in the background. I always thought that was an awesome scene. And this one is new. I actually just put this up yesterday. Super Mario Bros. 3. Mario 3 is my favorite game on the NES and one of my favorite games of all time. And when I saw this picture, I thought it would be an awesome picture to blow up and put in a frame. So I did. And I just got here yesterday, so I'm very, very pleased with that. This one is Hot Rod from the Transformers. He's holding up the Matrix of Leadership. Hot Rod was always my favorite Transformer. A lot of people don't like him. I thought he was awesome, so I thought that was a really cool picture. It would look good in the frame. And yeah, glad to have it in the collection. So we'll zoom out, get the wall. Let's turn the light back on. Let there be light, Beefcake said. Alright, next up, that Donkey Kong Cup from Burger King was the summer of, I want to say 2007? They're having a special promotion with Nintendo and the Wii, and believe it or not, that cup is what they would put their milkshakes in. So when I'd order a large milkshake and it would come in that cup. And I miss how they put the milkshakes in cups that large. Now you order a large and it's the size of this orange cup. It's ridiculous. Speaking of this orange cup, I am 38 years old and I got this cup in the 3rd grade. This was my favorite cup as a kid. It actually survived the trip back to the US from Italy, which is where I got it. I have no idea what happened to Luigi's face, but this cup I will never part with. I think it's just awesome to put on display. So yeah, I've had that since the 3rd grade. This shadow box is kind of an idea. I had a simple idea, but I thought it was a cool idea to take both of the NES zappers and put them on display. So what I did is I ordered 2 zappers, opened them up, removed the cords, and just stuck them in the shadow box, and I thought it was pretty cool, man. I was proud of myself for that one. Now, I always grew up with the gray zapper. When I lived in Italy, that was the one we had. When I came back to the US, I saw these orange zappers around it. At first, I didn't think they were official, but they are. So, I don't know when they started using the orange zapper, but I always grew up with the gray one. And below that, we've got our calendar. I still use a calendar. I like to see what the date is. You know, write down little notes and stuff on different days. This is a custom calendar. Got Chrono Cross there. I usually go for video game, movie stuff. There we have Shadow. There's an awesome site called collage.com where you can make custom calendars, any picture you want. So that's what I do with that. I'm still a big user of calendars. Alright, moving on. We have Tiger down here. Hey, Mr. Tiger. Hey, buddy. Hey, Tiger. My buddy. Alright, I guess we'll start right here, and this is as far as I can zoom out. Now, if you remember last year and the year before, this and that unit were completely full of video games. I've moved on to digitally downloaded games. I only keep a physical copy of a game if it's something I really, really want. And so I sold all my physical copies except for these. And that's what's left. So I've decided to turn this into a nerd wall just like the other side. But as for the video games that I have left over, I have some Sega Genesis games here. Super Street Fighter 2, Strike Eagle 2, NFL Football 94 with Joe Montana, NBA Live, all for the Genesis. And then for the PlayStation, SimCity 2000, Sim Theme Park, WCW Nitro. And then as far as Xbox One and PlayStation 4 goes, these are the only physical games I have left. Actually, all these Xbox One games I have for sale up on eBay right now. And there's the PlayStation 4 games. So those are all the physical copies of games. Most of my games are digital now. Up here, that's an Xbox One controller, and all those are USB controllers for emulators. Unfortunately, Windows 10 is not very emulator friendly and it crashes a lot. This right here, I'm a big fan of Coca-Cola, so I want to start kind of a Coke bottle collection. Every time I have a different flavor of Coke in the bottle, I'll keep the bottle. And this is what I have so far. Just regular Coke, Christmas Coke, Cherry Coke, and Orange Vanilla Coke. Thought that was pretty cool, start my own little collection. This just came in today. This thing is freaking awesome. If you're a fan of Transformers, this is Tripticon. This is the original G1 toy from the 80s. He transforms from that big T-Rex into a city. I do not know how to transform him, so he's staying in dinosaur form, which is what I wanted him to display him as anyway. It's not complete, but man, it's pretty sweet, dude. Yeah, definitely glad to have a Tripticon in my collection. And the last shelf here, that's another USB controller. That's my PC game controller for when I'm streaming on the PC. Down below that, we have some another piece of artwork here. I was a big fan of Power Rangers growing up, and the Green Ranger, White Ranger were my two favorites. So I got the awesome piece with the White Ranger there. I thought that was pretty badass. Then we just have some framed comic books with Carnage. This one here is the first full appearance of Carnage. I thought it was a pretty cool cover, so I put that in the frame. Another pretty cool cover there. It's another one with a Carnage symbiote infected Spider-Man. So I thought those were pretty cool. Put them in frames and displayed them. Now this is my PC. This is where I get most of my work done. Editing videos, live streaming on Twitch. If I remember, I'll put a link to my Twitch channel in the description. Chances are I'll forget. As I said, I'm 38 years old, man. So yeah, this is my PC. Got the microphone, the webcam. Got this chair here. This chair wasn't too bad. It was like 60 bucks a few years ago. Pain in the butt to put together, man, but it looks nice. It feels good on the butt for about an hour. Of course, got the keyboard here. And the PC tower. I actually built this PC myself. I spent 2 years saving the money to buy all the parts and then put it together myself. It's actually got a switch on there, a dial where you can change the neon colors. I just have it set on blue. Of course, we got a trash can. Probably should have emptied that out first, but whatever. And now we're moving on. We're almost done. This was my first nerd wall that I did before I worked on that one. Up here we have the original Turtle Van, or Party Wagon. I call it the Turtle Van. It is not complete. We have a Power Rangers Movie Edition Falcon Zord, still in the box, with the original price tag from Hill's Department Store on it, $19.97. I bought this thing 7 or 8 years ago from eBay and I paid $49.99 for it. Now it was sealed, but after about 4 months I couldn't resist the temptation anymore. I had to open the box up. So it's in the box, but the box is not sealed. Then we just have some random figures up here I thought were pretty cool. The Scarlet Spider. I always liked the original Scarlet Spider outfit. Of course, Carnage. And then we got random Venom there. Up here, on the first shelf of this nerd wall, this is from the Dino Riders toy line back in the 80s. I'm not going to take the time to explain it, but it did come with everything. I just didn't have room to put all the weapons on it, so it's got the brain box up there. But yeah, that's the Triceratops. This next shelf we have a Hot Rod toy, the Transformers. This is not the original G1. This is the reissue, still in the box, so I thought that was pretty cool. It's like 13 bucks. Hot Rod's my favorite. I had to get it. This is a Rodimus Prime bust, and there were a limited amount of these made. Let's see. This is, I'm going to focus. Number 72 out of 1,500. So only 1,500 of these were made. And like I said, Hot Rod Rodimus was my favorite, so I had to pick that up. This here, this is the original G1 Hot Rod toy. Now, when I first got him, he was in vehicle mode. I finally figured out how to transform him into a robot, and I decided to leave him there. So I figured it'd be cool to have the original G1 Hot Rod in his robot form, and the reissue Hot Rod in his vehicle form in the box. So that was awesome. This is an original G1 Rodimus Prime. Now, he came as in the vehicle mode when I ordered it. I do not know how to transform him into robot mode, and I'm not going to. I wanted to display him in vehicle mode, so that's where he'll stay. But yeah, a G1 Hot Rod, G1 Rodimus Prime. Yeah, big Triptychon over there. Transformers were awesome. Alright, the last shelf on this side, or this row, we have a Sting action figure. This is actually a 2-pack, this black and white Sting. It came with a Hollywood Hogan. I think it was a Clash of the Champions 2-pack, and it came with a WCW belt. Hollywood Hogan is in the attic somewhere. Something happened to him where the bottom of his tights faded out, so it looks like his bare ass cheeks are hanging out, so yeah, it's kind of weird. This is Wolfpack Sting. I absolutely hated when he joined the Wolfpack, but it is what it is. And then we have Deathstroke, who I just thought he looked cool, so I picked him up. And that's the first row, so we're going to move on to the second row now. Alright, row number 2. These are actually more statues from my grandfather's house. More elephants and a rhino. Rhinoceros is my favorite animal, so I thought it was pretty cool to have a statue of one. What? Down here we have Bella. What, pretty girl? She's down there meowing for attention. This was another statue from my grandpa's house, the cowboy riding a bull. I just thought it was cool, man, so I brought it home with me. This is the original Dragon Zord toy from 93, 94. The tail is over there because it wouldn't fit, obviously, but yeah, that is the original Dragon Zord toy. See, some of the stickers are peeling off, but I got that for Christmas one year. That was friggin' awesome. And the last shelf on this row is another Transformers. This is Ectotron. The Ecto one from Ghostbusters transforms into an Autobot. I have not taken it out of the box. It's going to be sealed for as long as I live. So I thought it was pretty cool. Add that to my collection. Alright, last row. First up, we have a SeaWorld statue my mom brought home for me. It was 2012. She went to Florida for 2 weeks and brought that home. Gave it to me. I thought it was pretty cool. This is an original White Tiger Zord toy from 94, 95. The rest of the pieces are up in the garage. That was another one I got for Christmas, so that's pretty cool. This is a White Ranger PVC statue. It looks cool, but I thought it was resin when I ordered it, so I was kind of disappointed that it was PVC. These two, this is the Green Ranger that came with the Dragon Zord, and that's the White Ranger that came with the Tiger Zord, so these are the original figures. Unfortunately, the White Ranger, the shield comes in 2 pieces on both of them. The White Ranger is missing the back part of his shield. I went in the attic and it was smashed into a dozen pieces, so he's only got the front part, but no one needs to know, except they do now because I said something. Daggone it, Beefcake. Alright, last shelf, we have the deluxe Ninja Turtle figure. This is Raph. He was always my favorite. I do not have his weapons, but I thought that was cool, man. I used to have these as a kid, and they're expensive. Looking them up online now, they are expensive. This one was 20 bucks. I had to jump on it, so definitely glad to have that back in my collection. This is an original White Ranger movie edition, still sealed in the box. Thought that's pretty awesome. All it is the White Ranger, except they made him silver. That's all they did, and they called it the movie edition. See his pants down there, he's silver now. So yeah, they just went from white to silver, and it's the movie edition. Go figure. And these hooks here, I had headsets for different consoles. Now I just have the PC headset. I don't even use that one. I use this one over here. This is the PlayStation 4 headset, but it works on the Xbox One and the PC, so this is my all-in-one headset that I use. And that's it. We are done with the first nerd wall and the second nerd wall. Next up, let me sit down here. We got the TV and the few accessories there. This TV is a 65-inch 4K smart TV, and I bought this for myself as a kind of celebration gift. Back in May of 2018, I had surgery to remove my cancer mass. The surgery was a success, and I bought this to celebrate. I have no regrets whatsoever. I've got the Elder Scrolls Online. I love that game. Just started playing last month. I'm hooked on it. There's one of the PlayStation 4 controllers. Keep my remotes here. TV, Fire Stick, cable, and that's for the HD splitter. That's the cable box, Spectrum cable. Now here's where we change a little bit. Last year I had some retro consoles, or maybe it was the year before. All I have left now, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, which I don't even play anymore. So yeah, those are the only consoles I have left in here. And that is a printer. And of course our modem down there. That's it for that. The only thing left is to look at the hats, and this room tour will be done. So let's look at the hat collection here. If you can't tell, I might have a little addiction with hats. So up first we have a Carolina Panthers hat. I'm not happy with this particular hat. I'd rather have a snapback hat, higher quality, but I mean it serves its purpose. Up here we have Hot Rod, of course, and we have my favorite college football team, the Tar Heels. Since I'm from North Carolina, I've always liked the Tar Heels. We have the Green Ranger. We have Dead Space 3. I was going to live stream Dead Space 3 last year, so I bought the hat and never live streamed it, so we're going to have to do that this year. Super Mario Brothers hats. This Bowser hat does not fit. It's a fitted hat and my head is too big, unfortunately. We have the Legend of Zelda, we have Sonic the Hedgehog, another Mario, the classic controller, the Boo, another Legend of Zelda, Coca-Cola, which if you watch Saturday Night Horror on my channel, you know I absolutely love Coca-Cola, the Scarlet Spider, Jurassic Park, the old school Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I was a huge Tampa Bay fan way back when, even back when they were in the creamsicle and white. Always liked the old look. Ninja Turtles, Carnage, of course. We have Superman, Spider-Man, which I've never worn. The Doom hat, I don't think I've ever worn that either. This one was a waste of money. It's just stupid. It's Mega Man. It's X from Mega Man X, and it says X gonna give it to you. I don't know why I bought that. We have Top Gun. Yeah, the less said about that, the better. It's a hat with a picture of me wearing a hat. I don't know why the hell I did that. We have Jason Goes to Hell. We have Halloween. Forza Motorsport 4. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the 2021 Nerd Cave Tour. Now, as I said, this is where I spend a lot of my time just to get away from everything, be by myself. This is my sanctuary. This is my nerd cave, and I love it. So with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this tour. We'll do another one in January 2022. Hopefully we'll all still be here. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next video. Y'all take care.